Hello and welcome to Inner Community. Today I'm joined by Miss Galaxy Scotland finalist Freya Jane Taylor. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm not bad.
Good stuff.
So you're obviously in the finals of the 2016 Miss Galaxy Scotland contest, and I understand you were also in the 2014 finals.
Yeah.
What did you have to do to make it there?
It's an online application, and then you do the directors will do like a shortlist, and then they'll announce their finalists. So once you get announced, you find a sponsor, and you get your sash, and then you do all sorts of appearances in the run up to the finals in February. So it's quite exciting.
Who were the sponsors for that year?
My sponsor, my first year I competed, was just my family and friends. This year I'm sponsored by McCallum Media Monitor, which is a press clippings company based in Glasgow. I'm also sponsored by Sky Hostels, as well as Eva's Backpackers in Sydney. They're a hostel that I stayed in when I was travelling in Australia, so they kindly sponsored me as well. And I'm also sponsored by Tight Fit Training, which Craig has very kindly offered to be my fitness sponsor in the run-up, so he's going to help me hit the gym and get into shape for my swimwear round.
Was the 2014 contest your first one?
It wasn't it was my first competition with Galaxy. It wasn't my first competition overall. My first actual competition was Face of Scotland, so I was Face of Glasgow 2013, and then I competed in the Face of Scotland and went on to Galaxy after that.
What were those experiences like for you?
They were good. It sort of opened the pageant world to me. I'd never really thought about competing before I sort of fell into it. I used to work at Disneyland, and I saw the Face of the World's girls over there, and it just looked like a great fun experience. So I applied and I got in and competed in there, and then I'd heard a lot about the Galaxy system, so I figured that would be a good next step, and here I am.
I've read that you've raised a lot of money for charities like the Make-A-Wish Foundation. What does your charity work involve?
I run my own pageant called National Treasure, and we've just had our second round of finals. So we started in 2014, and that year we raised £2,500. The girls, as well, the ticket money all went to charity. We got our venue sponsored, so the venue were very kind enough to give that for free. All the girls did their own events, and they all raised individual amounts, so all of that total together raised 2.5. This year we raised just over 4,000, so it was a lot more than I was expecting, but I'm really proud of them all. It was great fun. So
have you got any charity events coming up?
Yes, I'm doing some small events around. I'm going to do, apart from like the car boot sales and things like that, I've got an event coming up. I've not officially announced it on Facebook, so you're the first to hear about it. It's called Miss Crown Jewels, and it's going to be held at Allen Glens Rugby Club, and it is the first of its kind in East Dunbartonshire. It's a drag pageant. My mum is on a recruitment drive up at the pit stop. She's been spreading the word, and it's going to be held in November, and it's just going to be a bit of fun just to raise awareness for the charity and mainly money. The rugby club have offered their hall free of charge, so we're going to get a group of guys together, get them dressed up as beautiful, glamorous beauty queens, and then they're going to strut their stuff. We've got some of Scotland's top queens as well judging them, so we've got a former Miss Galaxy Scotland and the current Miss Teen Galaxy Scotland, and a good friend, Rachel Altenberg, who's a finalist in Miss International UK. So they're going to be judging the gentlemen, the ladies, on how they fare, and we'll hopefully raise quite a good bit for the Christie.
That sounds like a good time. When does the 2016 finals take place?
For Galaxy, the 2016 finals are in February, the first weekend in February. So it's a 4-day event.
Can you tell me about the history of the pageant?
Yeah, it's based in the US, and I'm sure it started in the 80s. It's a lovely lady called Maria who runs it, and Galaxy UK has been sending girls for 8 years now. They've gone from sending just 2 queens for the overall United Kingdom to this year they're sending 9. So they're sending teen and Miss girls from Scotland, England and Wales, as well as a junior, a Mrs and a Ms from the UK. So it's grown quite a lot. It's doing really well. It's what I think is one of the fastest growing competitions in the UK at the minute.
I also understand you're trying to change the perceptions of pageant girls.
Yeah, I'll be the first to admit I never expected to be here. If you'd asked me a couple of years back, would you ever compete in a pageant, I'd have been like, no. I just didn't really understand it, and I think a lot of people don't if they're not involved. People are very quick to judge pageant girls for being, I think people think we're a bit dumb or ditzy, and that's not the case at all. I've met some of my best friends through pageantry, and they will continue to be friends for life. It's a great confidence builder. There's a lot of girls who get involved after having been bullied. Some of them have come on leaps and bounds, and it's amazing to see. And we're also really big. Galaxy especially really credits girls for getting out in the community and doing their charity work. Galaxy this year, have for the past few years actually supported the Christie Cancer Centre in Manchester, and last year they raised over £30,000 for the Christie, and that's amazing. So it's not just all big hair and pretty dresses.
Yeah, just try to get rid of that stereotype once and for all.
Yes.
Tell me about the Pageant Planner.
The Pageant Planner it's the holy grail of pageant coaching websites. It's based in Philadelphia in the US, but it takes girls from all over the UK. I was lucky enough to be asked to be one of their directory queens, so I was working with girls in the US as well to create a sort of Wikipedia type directory of all different pageant systems, all the contestants and winners from all the years, and I was lucky enough to cover Galaxy, so that really spurred me on to compete again, because researching it that little bit more, it just sparked that love of it again. I hadn't competed for a while, and getting into that just made me want to compete again, especially in Galaxy, because I'd spent so much time researching it and talking to directors from all over the world and all different regionals.
So once the 2016 finals are done, do you have any plans for afterwards?
Depends on how it goes. I'll continue competing. I do love it. In my personal life, I'm not 100% sure. I'm an air hostess at the minute, so if I get a second season, I'll probably go back to that. I'm not 100% sure. I've not thought that far in advance.
Does being an air hostess sort of make it challenging to sort of go to these competitions?
It does. My contract ends in October though, so I've got the winter season off, which is nice, which is when the finals are. But trying to fit appearances in between days off and shifts and things, the shifts are crazy. So trying to work out when I need to sleep, when I can do appearances, when I can eat. It's a bit of time management and juggling, but it works. We get there.
So thanks for joining me today.
Thank you very much.
I hope you do well in the contest.
Thank you.